Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. We got Akihiko, we got numbers. Welcome to both of you. Matt S, hello. Hopefully we can get Jonathan in here as well. I know I'm a little late. I'm a little late to the party. For those of you who didn't know, I was supposed to start at 7. I got a little held up getting some things ready over here. I had some technical difficulties for a moment. But we got it sorted. Got it sorted. We're here now. We're here now. I hope you can all hear me. Let's see here. We can turn that off and turn that off. And hello. Look, here we are. Woo, we're here. And we don't need to run... I don't need to see my own video, right? That seems right. How you all doing tonight? Where's Jonathan? Is Jonathan here? Let's go look and see if Jonathan is coming. We just ping him. Let's see if that works. I don't know if he's here because I need him to be here because this is his bundle. How are you all doing? How is everybody doing out there in Chatland? I hope you're all doing well. Are you excited about Strixhaven? I have opened an entire collector's box already. I filmed them all as individual shorts. The first one went up today, and by that I mean the second one went up today because the first short I shot caught me so off guard while I was opening the pack at how bonkers it was that it was longer than a minute, and so I have to edit it a bunch to get it to be a short. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's only 13 seconds over, but when it comes to a short, you can't be over a minute. So, you're watching Shuffle Master, but you switched here. Well, I appreciate you coming over here, Matt. I appreciate it. Yeah, the set is just chock full of amazing stuff. And just so we're clear too, like, Learn is a very strong ability. It is very strong. And I'm not talking just in Limited. I'm talking even outside of Limited. It is a strong ability. So, like, the cards, the lesson cards are just bonkers. Like, put it this way. You've got a Learn card that is 1 mana that does something for you. Like, for instance, there's the white one that puts a 1/1 counter on a creature. And it's sorcery speed. Okay, so it puts a 1/1 counter on your thing. They blow you out. You still get to Learn, because it's a separate ability on the card. Right? It says put a 1/1 counter on this, and then it's on a separate line, Learn. Unless they counter the card, you get to Learn. That's just how it is. And a 1 mana card that does a thing and replaces itself in your hand seems strong. Like, everybody likes these 1 mana cards that cantrips into draw cards. Same reason. Same reason. So the whole reason I opened the entire box of collector's packs last night when I got home from Moe's with them is because I opened one to film a short to put up today. And the first pack I opened was so hype that I was like, I'm just going to film another pack. And the second pack was so hype that I was like, I need to open more of this right now. And I ended up just going through the whole box, filming each pack as a single episode in quick succession, because I was like, I need to see this. So I have the numbers for the box. And of course, you'll all get to see the videos as they come out one by one. But I opened 20, I think it was 23 Japanese alt arts out of 12 packs. That's almost 2 per pack average. That's absurd. You're only supposed to get 1. I had a couple packs that had 3 in them. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, this is bonkers. And the thing about them that's even better is the Japanese cards are either foil or etched. So they're not even the normal copies. They are the etched copies or the foil copies, and that's it. the regular copies you can only get out of the Japanese draft boosters, which there's going to be plenty of those kicking around because that's the, you know, or like even the Japanese set boosters, right? You have a box coming solely for the Japanese cards. Now, when you say a box, Matt, do you mean a box of Japanese packs or a box, like a collector's booster box? Because, like, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't pay the $200 it's going to cost you for the Japanese booster box. I would just spend the extra $100 and get the collector's box, to be honest. To be honest with you. That's just me, though. Now, maybe not, that's not obviously, you know, for everybody. It's a collector's box, yeah. You're gonna enjoy it. It's so hype. It is like the most ridiculous. Jonathan, I see that you're here. Thank you for coming out. Let's and thank you for waiting. And I have to say this again. A few things. Let's do a few housekeeping things while we get Jonathan's bundle open here. And that is first things first, Monday's video didn't come out because this past weekend I was so busy over the weekend that I didn't get a chance to review other channels to showcase or pick a winner. So I didn't even get a chance to like film the episode, let alone edit it and upload it. And that's because I actually guested on a show on Sunday that ran like 2 hours over, and that's the 2 hours I was going to use for the episode basically. So unfortunately it didn't work out, but at the same time it is not, the series will be continuing as normal, should be, this coming week. Second of all, I have not got the patron grab bags out for this month yet, and I feel absolutely horrible about it. I've been trying to stay away from the post office because the post office here is in the drugstore, and the drugstore has just started doing vaccine shots. So I'm trying to stay away from the drugstore as much as I can without having to, you know, go and get my vaccine myself, which obviously I'm not eligible for yet in Canada. So unfortunately it might be a little while before I could do that. But also the other reason is because my province went into full lockdown like just on Easter weekend, and it's still, there's no signs of it letting up. So it's kind of like one of those things like don't leave your house unless you absolutely need to kind of thing. So I still have all the patron grab bags for this month just sitting here behind me. They're not even packed up yet. I haven't packed them or packaged them or anything, and I feel terrible about it. But also that means because and the reason I didn't package them is because I wasn't sure how long it was going to have to be until I could send them. And the longer I waited, the more I was like, well, I'll just start adding things to people's grab bags as like a sorry for the inconvenience of it taking too long. So there may be some extras in your grab bags and stuff. Yeah, well, this is the thing, and this is the reason why I'm not, you know, trying to push to go out to the post office. So can we pull my second one after? Your second one? Do I owe you another grab bag? Oh dear, Tony. What have I missed? Hold on. You went down. Oh, wait, didn't I pull you too? You went down to 8. But you did it on the first, but it charged you for the double, right? That's what we talked about, right? But didn't I pull 2 for you when we did it? Or did I only pull you 1? Did I screw up badly and only pull you 1? I'm sorry. I will double check it. I don't have the setup to do the patron grab bag right now because the camera has to be way higher and I have to move my keyboard and stuff off the desk, which right now it's over here and I don't have the space to move it right now. So I won't be able to film it like right now without moving a whole bunch of stuff. So let's get this done first and then we'll see how much time we have left. There's that die. Interesting to me, right? Like this is the only die that has the actual set logo on it, right? This is the die that has the set logo on it because all the dice that came in the pre-release kits had the actual school logos on them, which is interesting. We are opening up Jonathan's bundle of Strixhaven. What's the promo this time? Archmage Emeritus. Is it me, or does that like alt art doesn't look nearly as fancy as the previous bundle inclusion cards? But maybe I'm just not seeing the art properly. Now I know that this is not the art that's on the normal card, but like I feel like the art on the normal card is a lot like almost more epic looking than this, isn't it? I don't know. Weird. My college is, I mean, I say Silverquill because of because you know I'm an Orzhov boy at heart, but also I know from an aspect, if you're talking about what the schools actually are and like what they like pride themselves on, I'm definitely Quandrix because I'm more of a math person than anything else. So I end up probably in Quandrix, math and science. Promo ain't bad for play. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying that the promo's bad. I'm saying that the art on it, like normally the art on the promo in these bundles is pretty sweet. And it makes it look like really cool and epic. And this kind of just, I don't know. It doesn't look like particularly... It doesn't look more epic than the normal version, right? Silverquill just seemed kind of mean in the commercial that they did. I mean, I guess. I don't know, like I think they're just like they're very like they're art people, right? So like they like writing, they like drawing, they like, you know, that kind of stuff, and that is not me. I'm not that kind of person. They spent all the effort on that die. What am I doing? I don't need to go through comments. Whoa, look at the damage on this card. Look at that. It's only this one card, too. Why it got chewed up good. It's like missing a corner. Look at that. Holy moly. That's like... That is some serious dentage. There's like a dent in the back of this. Can you see it right there? There's like a little like divot in the back of this card too. Huh. I mean, not Value Town. If it had a square corner, then maybe. Like this one. This, on the other hand, there you go. Is it? Oh, this does have. Okay, so this has a square corner at the top. See it? So these two cards didn't get punched properly. So so Matt, or Jonathan, I should say, you're gonna get these cool. These are misprints. See, they have square corners. Look at them. As opposed to like the rounded corner. So it's only on one side. But those are actually collectible. There is a group on Facebook that collects them. And they pay a pretty penny for things like that. So I will make sure they get shipped to you. Got environmental sciences as the lesson card in the pack. Those are the first square corner cards I've ever seen. Just so we're clear. I've never seen any in person. Those are the first ones I've ever seen in person. I've seen crimped cards. I've seen cards that are, you know, like misaligned heavily. I've seen cards that have like splotches of like, you know, ink pattern missing and all that kind of stuff. I've seen all of those. I've never seen a miscut like a square corner card. They're normally always cut. Doesn't happen that often. But also the thing is that if it's in one pack in this pile, it's possible that more packs out of this pile of packs will have square corners as well, because that's generally what happens. It's like a print run thing. So like if a couple cards have it, then a bunch more will have it as well. Grinning Ignis is the first uncommon. Jonathan, is there any uncommons that you want out of this set? Or commons, for that matter? Make sure you tell me what you're looking for. I mean, like, obviously, we're going to send you all the uncommons, but, like, let me know if there's anything specific you're looking for out of the commons and stuff. First rare is a Rushed Rebirth. This is a great little card, actually. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value, put into the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. You had one foil in my double masters box that was square corner and whitened. I had, or you did? You mean you had? Not me. Because I didn't open a double masters box for you, right? I don't believe. Or maybe I did and I'm not remembering. I'm sorry if that's the case, Matt. It's not my intention. Thrill of Possibility as the sweet little card there, and a spirit token. What do you think? Do you think we're gonna find some more square corners? It'd be really kind of cool if we do. I pulled it. No, I don't remember. I don't remember. See, there's no square corners on this one, right? You can clearly see no square corners here. Anyway, we're just gonna plow through the commons here. All right, the lesson is a common. Now this lesson slot right here can be any rarity, which is kind of weird. So you can end up with like a rare or a mythic in the middle of the pack. Super weird. It's happened a few times. Prismari Apprentice, Overgrown Arch, Thunderous Orator. Oh, there you go. This card is bonkers. This card is very, very strong. And a lot of fun to play this card in Commander. And I actually put this into an Oathbreaker deck that I played last weekend, and it did work. It did work in that Oathbreaker deck. I was like, I want to cast all of your signature spells, please. And let's be honest, there's the back of the card. No one's ever going to cast this side. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to cast this where it's like each player looks at the top 5 cards, reveals a land and or an instant and sorcery from among them, puts them into their hand, and then the rest on the bottom in any order, and then each player gains 3 life. It's just not going to happen. Wandering Archaic, though, very strong. And a Defiant Strike with a foil Illustrious Historian. So, Jonathan, I know you're here, so tell me if there's any commons you want. Did I answer your question, Akihiko, about what college I was? I think I did, right? I think I covered that. Basically, it'd probably be Quandrix. How about everybody else out there? What's your college? Tell me what your college would be. Which college do you most associate with? And I don't mean out of necessarily the color combination, but in fact, what the college is about. So, like, Silver Quill's about, like, writing and art and that kind of stuff. And, Quandrix is math and science, and Witherbloom is all about like experimentation. Lorehold is all about like history, and what's the other one? Prismari is all about like spell casting. Like, I think that's what it was, right? It was about like incantation, right? Is that correct? I think that's what it was. So Jonathan's Lorehold, okay. Commander players needed to say pay the 2 more. Yeah, that's for sure cracking good times. Prismari is art. Is it art? So then Silver Quill isn't art, it's just writing. It's like the scholar, it's the school of like the written word then, basically. I guess that makes sense. And Prismari is art. That makes sense. We got a Flunk and a Humiliate. And Manifestation Sage. For the Doomblade. There you go. Nice little Doomblade. Gorgeous art. Art is the Boros? I thought Boros was history. Isn't Lorehold Lorehold's about art, like art, or not. Lorehold is about history, isn't it? It's like exploring ancient things, isn't it? That's what I thought it was. Yeah, and like Prismari is all about like spell casting, isn't it? Because it's like, for instance here, like it would be a crime to withhold my light from the world kind of thing. I guess this, like, yeah, like, so it's about like making spells into art. Like, you've made a splash, now show me a torrent. promo made it feature theater and stuff. It was confusing. Interesting. That might have just been like the way that the Command Zone guys took it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I have no idea. Morality Spear is a very good removal spell. Tenured Ink Caster. Academic Dispute. And we've got a Kian, Dean of Substance. And of course, flipping into Ibrahim, Dean of Theory. Math. Duress. Nice little gorgeous Duress right there. With a garbage card. I'm using the flip card for Hippo Hug Commander. There's so much playable stuff in this set. Looking forward to opening. Also, your patron pulls start at 32.35 and ends at 33.20. Figured you would save you some time. Oh, I wasn't even gonna go look at the video. I was just gonna look in your grab bag that I have over here, and if it only has one set of cards in it, then yes, I gotta pull you another. But yes, I appreciate you finding it for me and letting me know. So where are we here? The lesson slot? There's the lesson slot. So this is the guaranteed lesson. You can get more than one lesson in a pack, but yeah, so Fractal Summoning. And then we got Zimone, Clever Lumimancer, or whatever the heck. Ether Helix. Ooh, okay. How about Shadrix? How about Shadrix for you there, Jonathan? Do you like a little Shadrix? Seems good. And there's a Divine Gambit for you as well. Yeah, absolutely. I understand. Why is this? What is this? What has happened here? Why are you like this, pack? Just come apart so that I can open you. You don't need those lands. Who's kidding who? All right, so the lesson in your pack is another common. So far I think you've gotten all common lessons out of these packs, which is kind of weird. So Spirit Summoning is the first as the lesson there. We got Show of Confidence. This is a really interesting card because it's a 2-mana instant that puts a 1/1 counter on your creature and gives it vigilance until end of turn. But it has Storm essentially. Right? It says when you cast this spell, copy it for each other instant and sorcery spell you've cast this turn. So it's not Storm, it's like pseudo Storm. You know what I mean? Because it's only instants and sorceries it cares about rather than all spells. But it's really cool because like it puts a 1/1 counter on something. You can pull this in or you can pull this off on a bunch of things. It's very interesting. I played it in limited and it was very strong. It was very strong. Reconstruct history, I should say. Containment Breach. And Sparring Regimen. This is another really good card. I put this into my Oathbreaker deck as well. This is very, very strong. So it not only does it learn when it comes into play, but it also puts a 1/1 counter on an attacking creature when you swing, and you get to untap it. So it gives pseudo vigilance to something and makes it bigger. It's very good. And you got a Memory Lapse as your Mythical Archive card, or Mystic Archive card, and a foil Hunt for Specimens. We didn't see any other square corner cards, have we? Nope, we have not. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping we would see more. Would have been cool to see more, but I guess sometimes it doesn't work out, right? Do you want these lands, though? I'm guessing you probably don't need them, but at the same time, if you do, let me know. They're the tap lands that let you scry for 4 mana, so like they're not necessarily bad. I actually like them a bit more than the cons lands, to be honest. I think I'd rather have the ability to scry 4 late game than gain 1 life when the land comes into play. Reduced to memory in the lesson slot, I'm guessing. Is that right? Maybe not. Returned past caller. Solve the equation, and then you're rare. Venerable Warsinger. All right. Venerable Warsinger is a nice little card, and you've got a nice shock here. There it is. Very nice. You don't need the lands? Okay. Oh, what about these? Do you need these, Jonathan? And I think the answer is yes, because they're like a $3 common. We're gonna have to go back through your commons and see if we've missed any Dragon's Approaches. your lesson slot is like another common introduction to Annihilation. Ardent Dust Speaker. Lorehold Apprentice. Bookworm. And Multiple Choice. This is a very interesting card. If X is 1, scry 1, then draw a card. If X is 2, you may choose a player. They return a creature they control to their owner's hand. If X is 3, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. If X is 4 or more, do all of the above. Multiple choice. Ooh, look at you with that Stone Rain. There it is. Very cool. And a foil dueling coach. All right, 2 packs left. 2 packs left. We've hit, what, 1 mythic so far? Some weird square corner cards. It should be a rule that you have to use that voice when you play it. Which voice? And play which card? Pest Summoning as the lesson slot, another common lesson. My goodness. Tend the Pests, Umbral Juke, Honor Troll, and Exponential Growth. All right. And you got to Revitalize. Multiple choice. Ooh, multiple choice. What will I play? What will I do? Your lesson slot card is again a common. You got all common lessons. My goodness. Professor of Symbology. Karvok Wrangler, I should say. Shadow Wing Laureate. And hey, Mythic number 2. And it's, of course, the one that everyone was super hyped about when it got spoiled or revealed or previewed or whatever you want to call it. It's Jadzi, Oracle of Arcavios. Is that how you pronounce it? Arcavios? Which, of course, is a 5/5 for 8 mana, right? Discard a card, return it to your hand, and it has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it by paying 1 rather than paying its mana cost. If it's a land card, put it on the battlefield. However, the thing that's interesting about it is that the Journey to the Oracle is a sorcery that you pay for 4. And it says you may put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Then if you control 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. And if you do, return Journey to the Oracle to its owner's hand. So essentially, you're like, I'm just going to go ahead and play this card on turn, whatever, 5 or whatever, and play these lands from my hand, these 2 lands from my hand, which now gives me 8 lands. And then I'm going to go ahead and return Journey to the Oracle to my hand. And then now that I have 8 lands in play, I'm going to play it next turn. It's very interesting. Very interesting little card. People are going to find a way to abuse it. I know they are. And you got an Agonizing Remorse as your Mystical Archive card. So we didn't get any foil Mystical Archive cards, but we did get some pretty cool ones, right? The Stone Rain is really nice. Memory Lapse, very cool, of course. Doomblade, great little card. I mean, you got playable, you got very playable Mystical Archive cards. You hit a Wandering Archive, you hit a Shadrix, and you hit a Jadzi. So, I mean, not a bad little bundle. Not a bad little bundle. So there it is. Let's go take a look through your commons and just make sure we didn't miss any Dragon's Approach, right? Or whatever it's called. Yeah, Dragon's Approach. So we're looking for red cards that start with D. I don't think we missed any, because I think if I had seen it, I would have been like, oh, that needs to be pulled out. Which is funny, because it's a common. But look, yeah, we only saw the one. The backside of this is very good. Yes. Yes, it is. So there you go, Jonathan. That's your bundle for this month. It will go with your other cards, of course. And you got these sweet little square corner cards. Let's just keep you together there for a moment here. There we are. The foils so far have been doing okay. Not amazing, but okay. At least that's what I've seen anyway. I don't know if I can fit all of this into... Okay, it all fit into one baggie, but like, you know, it's tight. And of course, you still need this one too. So we're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to rearrange some things, of course. But we'll get there when we get there. All right. So Tony wants his grab bag pulled. So let's do that. Oh, it's covered in things. The box is covered in things. Covered. Talking to myself over here. Give me a moment. What did I miss? The other good card is the uncommon. Uncommon tutor is worth some money. Which uncommon tutor? You see what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of space here to be able to see this whole box. Solve the equation. All right, Tony. A Hamlet back Goliath. A Psychic Intrusion. An Ambuscade. Oriok Sunchaser. Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Guard Duty. Demir Cluestone. A Quiet Speculation. Your foil is a Hammer of Bogardan. Oh gosh. Knocking everything over. And your common or uncommon with $1 or more is a Victimize. There it is. I had to pull it out of another box that was behind me because I forgot to bring it over here. So there you go, Tony. I will make sure that that gets added into your grab bag stuff. There we go. I've added it to your bundle stuff. Boom. So far, I've got 2 of the new legendary dragons. Nice. And we pulled one of them for you. Is that what I'm understanding? You're welcome, Tony. Apologies that I forgot to get it for you earlier. I mean, hey. What should we open now? If we get up to 15 people watching, we're at 7 right now. If we get up to 15 people, I'll open this. Okay? Hey. Camera. Don't you do it. Why are you like this, camera? There, that should keep you steady. There we go. If we get up to 15 people, tell your friends. Come and watch. We'll open this. Meantime, do some set boosters. You pulled the black and green one from a pack earlier today? Nice. Black and green one is pretty sweet. Go tell people in my Discord. Go share it out on Twitter. Let people know that we're opening a box of Strixhaven collectors packs. We got a nice negate. Our land, of course. Summoning another land here. We've got a pledge mage. Okay, let's see how many commons we get. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 commons. All right. Okay. We got a grinning Ignis. If I watch on 6 devices, that count as watches? I don't think it does. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, Mike. It could. It could very well. I have no idea. Grinning Ignis, Expressive Iteration, Lore Hold Command in our extra slot. Nice. So that means we got 2 rares out of this pack. So we've got a Selfless Glyph Weaver, which flips into, of course, the Deadly Vanity. All right. And then we got a Revitalize. And we got our foil Reflective Golem. There it is. Where am I going to put all this stuff? Commons here, like this. There we go. Tokens there, like that. Foils can go here. It could very well work. I have no idea. Ooh, look at that. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous art right there. These playmats, though, by the way, these playmats, I tweeted out about it. I really want to buy a bunch of the Ultra Pro playmats of these Mystical Archives arts because they're so beautiful. But they only ship with UPS to Canada, so I'm like, well, I have no interest in shipping with things with UPS because I got burned really badly with UPS previously. We got a nice foil. It's a foil planes. I got burned with them pretty badly the last time I shipped anything with them over the border, so I've chosen to never ship with them again, kind of thing. We got a Pilgrim of the Ages, Fuming Effigy, Pillar Drop Rescuer, Blood Age General, Ageless Guardian. So we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commons that time. See, it's not great. It's not great. I Witch, Academic Dispute. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Culmination of Studies. Exile the top X cards of your library for each land card exiled this way. Create a treasure token for each blue card exiled this way. Draw a card for each red card exiled this way. Culmination of Studies deals 1 damage to each opponent. Interesting. And we got an Opt as our Mystical Archive card. Very cool. And a Star Pupil. Star Pupil. Pupilio. All right. Okay. We've got the, what is that? Prismari something? Rutha Mercurial Artist. There she is. An island. Ooh, we got a rare lesson. See, look at that. We got a rare up front. Illuminate History. I think a spider just landed on my head. Gross. Well, it's dead now, let me tell you. Why are you fracturing like this? Working better now? Weird. When I heard about the archive cards, I thought they were going to be like the masterpieces. Right? At first, when I heard about them too, I assumed as well that they would be like that. And then they were like, no, they're going to be in every pack. And I was like, that's very strange. Make your mark. We got no commons. Or no, we got 1 common in this pack. We had a rare lesson and then a single common. And we're right into uncommons. We got a Bookworm, Honor Troll, Fortifying Drought, or Draught, Devouring Tendrils, and a Brackish Trudge, and a Deadly Brew. Bone died. Well, you didn't miss anything, Tony. You missed me killing a spider that fell on my head. I felt something go bloop onto the top of my head, and I was like, what the heck? And then I went like this, and I felt it squish under my hand when I smacked my head. I was like, delicious. It makes for some very wacky limited, Matt, for sure. I agree with you. Dream Strix as our rare, and then we got an Electrolyze, very cool. And we've got a Reckless Amplimancer as our foil. Oh, and we got a list card. Crown of Empires. Is that good? I don't know. I feel like the crown is not the thing that matters too much, is it? Tap target creature. Gain control of that creature instead if you control the scepter and the throne. We got a pest token, which means we don't have a list card, but we've got this, which is what the grape shot. There it is. Grape shot art. We got a swamp. We've got a spirit summoning as our lesson, a little common. Number of commons here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 commons. Not ideal. You want to have much less than that, right? We got a Maelstrom Muse. Oh, okay. Well, we'll take Lorehold Dragon, won't we? Of course we will. There it is. 5/5 flying vigilance haste for 7. Whenever it attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to its power from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Sweet. Oh, double mythic pack. Hello, double mythic pack. We got Mila, Crafty Companion, which flips into Luca. Double mythic pack. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. All right. And we got an Agonizing Remorse as our mystical archive with a foil twin scroll. Could you imagine if the foil had been a mythic as well? Like a triple mythic set booster? I've never seen it, but I want to see it. I want to see it. All right. So we're at 9. We're at 9 people, 9 folks out there. We're 3 away. No, what did I say? 15? We're 6 away. The dragon? Yeah. What is it? Velomachus? Velomachus Lorehold? Seems very strong. I mean, it's 7. It's 7 mana from the command zone, which is pretty hefty. But I mean, if you're playing like a Boros control deck with spells and sorceries that you can cast when you attack with him, you're probably fine. A couple board wipes early on to make sure that nobody kills you, just so that you can get to your commander to murder them. Yeah, it seems fine. A couple cantrips to let you ramp. Lots of ramp in white now, right? Lots of ramp in white. I mean, what did we open? 4 packs there? Is that what we opened? How many of these did we get? Because this will tell us. Yeah, we opened 4 packs. We ended up with 2 mythics and 5 rares from 4 packs. Not a bad number. That's not a bad number at all. And our uncommons are almost equal to our commons, it looks like, which is also good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 uncommons and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So pretty close. Only 5 more commons than uncommons. Not bad. Pair him with Keranos. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of things you can do. Lots of things you can do. All right. Well, I mean, not too shabby, right? 4 foils, 4 Mystical Archive cards, a whole bunch of rares, 2 mythics in one pack. My goodness. I mean, not gonna complain. 1 list card. Could have been worse by a lot, right? Could have been worse by a lot. We got 1 foil land out of the group as well, and 2 of the campus lands. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Well, I mean, I think that's going to be it for me for tonight then. We didn't get to the cutoff to open up this, and I want to make sure that there's enough people here when we open this that the hype is real, because these are just gorgeous. And I don't want to open it without a proper audience kind of thing. And by that I mean I just want to make sure that most people can enjoy it live with us together. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. So I think it deserves these packs are absurd, just so that we're all on the same page. The cards that you get out of these packs are pretty busted compared to previous collector's edition boosters. So I've always kind of been on the fence, and now most of you will know this, right? That I've been on the fence about these collector's boosters for quite some time. I think they're okay. I don't think they're amazing, right? Like, Throne of Eldraine was pretty cool. Theros was kind of like meh. Zendikar was okay because you got the box topper in it as well. That was like the expedition land, which like sort of made the boxes a little bit easier to swallow kind of thing. Plus the chance of getting the expedition lands out of the collector's packs as well, which was kind of nice. But I've always been on this sort of like, the stuff you get out of the collector's packs is not that much more exciting than what you get out of the regular booster pack or a set booster, because almost every set that's come out in the last 8 months to a year, the cards you could get in the collector's packs have almost all been available through other means, which means that you can get them from the other packs, and the price point on these is so high and the card quality was so low with the foils that it wasn't worth it, in my opinion, to buy the previous ones, because the cards that were in them just weren't worth it. These, on the other hand, your ancillary card is going to be a card from any of like essentially the rares in the set in extended art, or it's going to be one of the commander cards in extended art, which is pretty cool. You're going to get a Japanese Mystical Archive card in every pack. That Japanese Mystical Archive card that you get out of the pack is either foil or etched. Now, the etching is not like very, it doesn't stand out. Let's put it that way. The etching does not stand out. However, it is there, and it is not there on the normal cards. So every Japanese card you get out of these packs is going to be foil or etched, which is awesome. That's pretty sweet. Okay, this is something that you cannot get in regular boosters. Every Mystical Archive card that you get out of these is either etched or foil. So again, a different treatment to the cards that you can get in the regular boosters. So these come in the regular boosters and the set boosters. This little symbol up here in the corner, not that you can really see, but like you can see it's just yellow. It's just kind of gold. The etched ones are foil. Like that yellow piece is foil. And you can get those in here, and you can't get them in regular boosters as far as I'm aware. Now, you can get foils, yes, but you can't get the etched ones. So there you go, +1 for that. You can now get etched foils in here that you couldn't get in regular boosters. Okay, cool. The foils of the Mystical Archives you can get. Fine, right? The last, like, 4 slots of these packs are where all of your like amazingness is. It's where the magic happens. It's your Mystical Archive card that's either foil or etched. It's your Japanese Archive card, which is either foil or etched, and then it's 2 more bonus slots that are basically either another foil or etched Mystical Archive card, or Japanese alt art Mystical Archive card, or it's a rare or a mythic in like extended art foil. So like most of the packs you're walking away with probably 3 rares minimum, plus 2 mystical archive cards, 1 from the normal and 1 from the Japanese, and they're either foil or they're etched. So like they all have some kind of special treatment to them, which is just gorgeous. Do you remember the Theros ones? Remember the Theros packs where the ancillary card wasn't anything special, and then there was the last 4 slots of the pack, and the last 2 were where you wanted to find stuff, because the last 2 is where you could get the gods in the stargazing alt art foil. But the 2 slots prior to that were just slots that were the stargazing cards. That's it. Full stop. So you could get one of the mythic gods in those last 4 slots that was just the stargazing art and not foil and no other treatment. Well, you can get that in the regular booster packs. So it's not really that exciting. Yeah, okay, it's cool, but like it's not something that's different and unique to these. They've done a very good job of finding a new treatment for the cards in here to make them essentially more collectible, because the only way you can get them is by getting them in here. And that's the whole point. That was the whole point of these in the first place. The whole point of these collector's boosters in the first place was to give you cards that you couldn't get in the other packs. And when they went to the model of it's just in every card is available in all of the things, I was like, well, what's the point of the collector's packs now? Like, there's literally no point other than just to get a whole bunch of foils. But then the foils were so terrible in quality that it made it be like, well, it's kind of like a slap to the face of the people who want the foils, right? Like, if you're buying these for the foils, don't waste your money on this. Wait for some other chump to crack a box of these and sell the commons and uncommons for dirt cheap, because there's so many of them out there. And then they're going to curl, so wait until they curl, and then you can buy them for even cheaper, because now you can't really play them unless you do something to them, right? So, like, it's just silly. Anyway, BT, Game Night, how you doing? Thanks for being here. The pulls have been pretty cool. We got a double mythic pack out of one of our set boosters that we just opened. We got a Velomachus Lorehold and a Mila Crafty Companion that turns into a Luca, or flips into a Luca, out of the same pack. The same pack had both. And we got one list card. We got a Crown of Empires. And then we opened a bundle for our patron Jonathon, and he hit 2 mythics. He hit the Judica or whatever, the Oracle that flips into that weird green in sorcery that lets you search or play lands from your hand. Very cool. And then we hit the Shadrix Silverquill for him as well, and a Wandering Archive, or Archaic, Wandering Archaic. Very good. John, how's it going? The Cube Curator, is that the one? Did I get it right? It's the Cube Curator, right? Or is it the Cube Commenter? No, Curator sounds like the right one. Curator sounds like the right one. God, I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry, John. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We said we were going to open this bad boy up if we hit 15 people, and we haven't got there. I'm not telling you. This is better. Yeah, see, absolutely. Just watch me squirm. I get it. Absolutely fair. It's absolutely fair. Yeah, we said we're going to open this up if we hit 15 viewers. We didn't get there in the cutoff, so a few of the people left already, took off. But I think we're finished for the night. I'm probably going to stream maybe again later tonight, I don't know, or maybe it'll be tomorrow during the day. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Commander over on Total MTG's Twitch channel. I'm going to be playing the Silverquill pre-made precon right out of the box. Brina is a house, just so that we're all clear. Brina is an absurd card that your opponents should remove off the table as soon as it's there. Can I buy a collector pack? I don't know if I'm doing that. I don't know if I'm doing that, Matt. I certainly will be more than happy to sell you one if I get more. Because I bought 2 boxes because I was going to open one slowly, and I was gonna open the other one in a video, like open the whole box, so show a whole contents of one box in one video, and that's why I bought 2. And then I bought a third one while I was standing at Moe's. I was like, I'd only ordered 2, and I was like, you know what? Do you have a third one? Because I was going to give some away to content creators, similar to what I did with Keldheim. That's the plan again, right? So I was like, you know what, give me another box that I have that for the thing if I end up doing it. It's a little bit different this time because last time I gave the Keldheim commander decks and they were only $25 a piece, which is why I could afford it. This time they're $50 a piece, and they're actually more than that now. They were $50 a piece when you pre-ordered them, but because I didn't pre-order more than what I needed for just myself, I'm now regretting that decision, I guess, because I can't ship the commander decks out and have it be cost effective, unfortunately. So I have to find another thing to do for the content creators that I'm sending these like care packages to. So if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I've started this thing where I'm sending out care packages to Canadian content creators, because Canadian content creators don't get any sort of support from Wizards of the Coast, like American content creators do. So like you'll see lots of other big or even small US content creators get packages from Wizards of the Coast at the release of new sets that have, you know, like maybe some collector's packs, maybe a draft box, maybe a set booster box or something, and it's for them to like do whatever they want with and to just kind of drive hype for the new set, right? And so Wizards is doing that and sending these out to these people, which is awesome, great, phenomenal, but they don't send them to Canada like at all. There's only, I think there's only like maybe 1 or 2 Canadian content creators that get it, and it's because they're affiliated with Wizards of the Coast outside of, you know, their normal content. Like they either work for Wizards doing commentary or they, you know, whatever, right? So I started this program of like, you know what, I'm just going to start sending out boxes to a few random Canadian content creators who make good stuff and I think deserve a little bit of support. Maybe it's not from Wizards, but at least it's something, right? And so last time I sent out 8 boxes with random commander decks from the Keldheim commander decks, and then 1 collector's pack, 2 set boosters, and 3 draft boosters to each person. It was just like a little, like, here's a little package of cards for you to enjoy, do whatever you want with. So like a couple of the content creators gave them away, put them up as prizes for giveaways and stuff that they did. One content creator took the value of the box and donated it to charity because, you know, he was like, Mr. B's all about, you know, giving things to charity for his Kraken for a Cause series, so I'm gonna take the value of the box and donate it to charity. And I was like, cool, rad, that sounds awesome. Yeah, so I mean, like, that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna try to do something again like that. But my point is, Matt, we digress there. I go on huge tangents. Because I opened the first box so quickly and did a whole bunch of shorts, and I was super hyped for the cards that were in here and super hyped. Like, these packs are probably the most hyped I've been about cracking packs in a very, very long time. Specifically, these collector's boosters. You know, the set boosters and the draft of Strixhaven, I like the set. I think it's very good. I think it's well done. These set boosters, just they scratch that itch that I've been missing from cracking booster packs. Do you know what I mean? They scratch that kind of like chase of something cool and interesting and different, which you couldn't really get from the last few sets. See, there you go. And I think you've made the right decision. I think these ones are probably the best collector's packs out there out of the ones they've done so far. Now, I mean, people might argue, well, Commander Legends is really good, and you're not wrong. The Commander Legends ones were very good. However, the foiling on them was so bad that the cards can't even be played. So it's just kind of like, eh. I also am super stoked about the D&D set. I'm a big fan of D&D myself as well. I play every Sunday on Twitch, or try to anyway. But yeah. I'm super excited to see where they take it and where they go with it. But yeah, we'll probably do another video for this at a later date. Or maybe maybe it won't be a live stream. Maybe it'll just be a video where I film me opening the whole box. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on Twitch instead of YouTube. I don't know. It'll depend on where I can get the most numbers, I guess. Because I want to make sure that we have a good community watching live so that we can all make decisions together about what we think things are and what pack we want to see open next and all that kind of good stuff. Chat interaction and all that good stuff. So that being said, I think I'm done for the night. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a good Friday evening with me. Thank you for taking your time out to watch the video and spend your time chatting with me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, of course, to Jonathan for allowing me to open a bundle for him. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to do so. And I, again, apologize that the Patron grab bags have not gone out yet. They will go out as soon as I can, basically. As soon as it's no longer a situation where I have to be worried about going out, I will go out and I will mail them out. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.